What's up? Welcome to Flow Tricks. My name's Jason. This is my buddy Luke.
Hi, everybody.
And Luke, how much experience would you say you have with nunchucks?
Very limited experience. I pick them up once in a while because you play with them all the time, but not much. I can do a couple little roll things I've learned. That's about it.
So anybody that's watching this video, you could say would have as much experience as you, if not more.
I can do that, and sometimes that.
All right.
There we go.
So we're gonna work on a combo that involves those couple things right there. Let's do it.
All right. Wait, I brought the wrong way.
Remember the combo we were working on?
Wait.
Front to back, aerial, behind the back, around the neck,
Wheel.
relax. All right. Is there anything about that that was difficult to learn at first?
Which one?
That combo.
So this, pretty easy.
Okay.
This, difficult. Trying to get the timing and the rotation right without throwing it all goofy.
What was the most helpful thing that helped you
This was super easy.
nail that down?
And then, what, the rotation?
The throw, the aerial.
Barely putting, I mean, literally, like, almost no umph. You're just letting the nunchuck go. Because at first I was trying to, like, do,
Pull it.
like, really get it going. So that was my initial. Every time I would try to throw it, I would get here, and then it was like, I'm trying to really get
More
some gas,
power.
using my thumb to, like, really get it spinning.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where it was just, once it's coming around,
Let
just
it roll
let it go. And that's it. Just let go, open your hand,
All right.
and it just goes nice and easy. And
What about
that was
height?
it.
Do you notice anything about height? Like, or are you just pretty consistent with where you're throwing it?
I'm not super consistent, but
But you got a general area of where you're trying to put it?
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's gonna go a little bit out to my left. That way my hand's right there. I don't want it right in front of me.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing this little it's like that one was more in front of me. So I don't have it down by any stretch, but that's
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
And then this is super easy. You just putting the paw down wherever it
Right.
lands.
Yeah.
For this one, to learn this one, honestly, because you had your hand lower than mine,
Probably.
and it's because my arm's not going back as far.
Okay.
So I kept missing it. I kept doing like an alligator
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I figured that out. So in order to do that, I just put it to where it was going to land, and then decided where my hand needed to be from there.
Where your backhand is
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah, so I put it, okay, here's where my hand's going to end up. So where in relation to that would my hand need to be? And it was up here. So
Okay.
now I'm just putting my hand where I know that nunchuck's going to go.
Okay.
So now when I bring it over, the hand goes right where I know it's supposed to go, and it'll go in there every time.
See, nothing wrong with
But when I
that.
first put it, because you do it more towards the small of your back.
I learned by putting my hand back there and then lining the nunchuck.
Oh,
up to
really?
the hand. Yeah.
So just trying to get it to that hand.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it just the opposite. So for me, it's put this back here, figure out where the you need that hand to be in
Right.
relation to the nunchuck, and then once you have it, that's just where that hand's got to be every time.
Okay. Yeah, see nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're going to hit yourself a few times.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Till you figure it out.
Slow,
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, once you got it,
All
you're
right.
good. And then from there, this one, my favorite, and this one was just scary. But yeah, like that
neck
gives me a lot of security to where if I do fuck it up, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not gonna fucking knock my teeth out,
Yeah.
and I just do it nice and slow until I get comfortable. But there was a few
I've
of
done
those.
that, by the way.
Yeah, there was a few of those where I brought it around super quick, and that was, I felt like a badass. But I was doing them real slow at first because I'm just nervous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely slow. And
I'm still fucking it up.
do you remember me telling you?
Oh, you know what? It's because this arm's too high. That's why.
Remember me telling you to touch your neck? Did that help you?
Which part? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where this is supposed to go,
Yeah.
you got to bring this all the way up to your head.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't doing. Yeah,
Yeah,
because again, I was doing more of a like out here and letting it wrap, and that's terrifying. So I'm just gonna bash myself in the back of the
Yes.
skull, right? So yeah, no, for that, this hand is gonna end up right here,
Yep.
and then the other one is just
Blocking.
Blocking,
Your face so you
yeah,
don't get
yeah.
Punched in the face.
yeah, but there, one of those. But yeah, the issue I'm having now is that I had this arm up, so I kept blocking myself.
Uh,
So I got to make sure I keep that arm tucked. That way I can get it all the way around.
And again, we're doing this combo, so we're coming up at an angle like that. But when you're learning this, you should be coming straight across.
Well, yeah, that's what you were
so
saying.
That's not an
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, do the straight arm. Cruises. Yeah.
And then you'll.
But
you'll
now, because I'm
initially
coming from
learn
down here,
that.
so I am carrying a little bit of an angle. So as long as I get that arm out of my way, I'm cool. But if that arm stops me,
Yes.
that's how you just saw me hit myself in the head.
Yeah.
That was why. I stopped myself with my arm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be pretty important. Especially if you're coming up at an angle like that, which you
Yeah.
keep telling me not to do. But also,
With the
when
sky.
I'm getting up here, like I'm not keeping that angle. When I get to about here,
You're
I'm
straightening it
trying
out.
to straighten it out.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like,
You
I'm
have
taking
to.
my hand and like almost doing one of these.
Which is why it's not the preferred way to learn this.
Yeah.
But
Because it adds that extra,
you have
very important step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not comfortable with the straight across yet, so yeah.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna-
yeah. Yeah, so the straight across I think is safer, for sure.
Yeah.
But for what we were doing, to where I'm bringing it from literally down here,
Yep.
and then bringing it up this way,
Yeah.
I just have to make sure I'm
Yeah.
trying to straighten it out when I get up here.
Yeah.
When my arm is fully extended here, that's when I try to straighten it out before I bring the whole arm back.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the collapse. Was there anything?
That's just tricky because, I don't know, hand size?
What was true?
Like, I feel like the issue there is
Holding on to this one.
when, where did I do from here?
The
Is this
collapse.
just the end of it? Yeah.
Straight down.
So yeah, either where it lands, I don't like that compared to that. So I keep grabbing it in like weird spots, like that'll be my collapse.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm bringing it, oops.
Well,
So from there, when I
as
bring
long
it
as
out,
your hand's not at the very top.
that's what I'm grabbing almost every time. So it's not pinched like that, like I
Right.
would like for it to be. It's more so just,
Which will come with control.
Yeah.
Because again,
so I'm getting one of these instead of one of these.
yeah, that's just learning the rope, I think. Because yeah, your hand's naturally gonna go to where you can grab the other handle.
Back of the head. Alright, so yeah, from here, and then when I go to collapse it, I keep doing that.
Okay. Which
And that was the same issue I was having when I was just doing like the regular shit, like trying to bring it into a collapse. I don't remember how I was doing it, but yeah, it's like every fucking
Flipping.
time. There's no slack in the rope. It's just the rope is completely,
yeah, that's just a
and that's how I end up.
learning thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured, and sometimes I get lucky and I get a good one,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to recreate that to save my fucking life.
Yeah.
It's just luck of the draw.
Yeah, you almost have to stall it out a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else on a beginner level you think we should touch on here?
I mean, for this one, this is probably, I would say, the hardest thing to learn initially.
The back to back?
Yeah, because
Or
again,
the front to
super.
back?
I can do that pretty consistently now, but just the release. That's all it is. It's really just letting the nunchuck do the work, and you're just letting go. At least for me, like I don't feel like I'm really doing anything.
Yeah, you shouldn't be pushing this so
Yeah.
much as letting it just
Yeah, I'm just
roll.
exactly, and it's very casual. And then you just open your hand and then close it, and it's just fucking there. But I was overthinking the
Stuff.
shit out of it for the longest time,
Right.
and that was the issue. I was trying to like, you know what I mean? Like really, yeah, you know. And then you just freak out, and it goes all over the place. But yeah, just for a simple little bend down, and then I don't know how to finish it, but I can get it to go around more than just the one time.
Oh yeah, you could do multiple. Yeah. But see, that's where you start turning into wrist roll. That's a wrist roll. So a hand roll, we're going around the hand. You're only going to get so much out of that. Whereas if we'll go around the wrist multiple times, much easier.
Probably, yeah.
But so yeah, usually you can do a hand roll into a wrist roll.
May have just done that.
Oh, I guarantee you've done that.
But yeah, that was probably, I'd say, if you're trying to teach somebody how to do it, that's the hardest part. The aerial, just getting the timing and placement. This part's super easy once you figure out where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And then from there, this one, as long as you make sure that everything is where it needs to be, not a big deal.
Yeah.
It can also be just mentally hard because it's...
Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
scary.
It's
Do
in
it.
your head. Yeah,
First,
exactly.
first.
Yeah. And then from there, just
hand up.
the close. But the
Um,
close I have a hard time with. I don't know if it's just...
again, yeah.
A lot of
in
times
time.
I miss it. Like I'll try to grab it and I won't get it.
I honestly did not learn how to collapse nunchucks until probably 4 or 5 years into spinning. Like,
Really?
oh yeah.
Yeah, because it just, or I'll like grab the rope or some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little awkward at first. But as far as the wrist rolls go, there's something I never showed you. So if you take one in back grip, and then one in front grip, and then this, we're just gonna take this one in back and we're gonna push it over and let it roll over the wrist. So yeah, again, you're not forcing this, you just let it roll, and then your hand's just gonna come down and grab the other hand. But don't worry about that yet, just get the roll. But if you can figure out this, then doing it on its own becomes much easier.
Did I do it?
Yep. So yeah, then you just grab this one and then you can just go back and forth. Just go right there.
You doing it across the other paw?
Yep, both sides. One side, push the other side.
See, that's the other thing, dude. Do anything with my left hand is gonna be so fucking awkward.
Yes, but you gotta learn it. So yeah, back. Perfect.
What is that? And then,
So your hand that's palm facing up, as soon as you push this over, it's gonna palm face down and grab the other. Grab the same side.
so,
Yes. So yeah, your hand's gonna go from palm down to palm up, so you are turning your hand over once. I guess it's how fluid you can make that. Yeah. Or just give it enough to just roll it over the hand.
I think I'm giving it too much.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one,
Yep.
yeah, because the
There you
other
go.
one is super fluid, so I'm not trying as hard. It's just letting it do it. And this one, I think I'm just overcomplicating it, but
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta toss this one. You gotta really.
You do have to toss it. You want to get that hook in your arm.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna do this over here.
No, you're fine.
Oh!
To help. That was almost perfect. I wish I would have opened my eyes just a second earlier.